y'all. We just finished the July wrap-up thing, so perfect time, of course, to start the August readathon vlog. I say this knowing full well that like the last vlog crashed and burned epically, but this is the readathon. We are at Orilium. We have to, right? We have to. So I've already finished the first book, Elemental Studies, done. I read Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. I listened to the audiobook for this, and I had the illustrated interactive edition on Kindle Unlimited. I highly recommend that. They're very beautiful and they move. So that was awesome. I've never had a book like that. That was awesome. And also the audiobook. The audiobook made it much easier because it was in 1864. It's a very old school writing style. So it goes very into descriptiveness about rocks. Like I feel like cat hairs on me. I feel like words. Scientific stuff is cool, like Project Hail Mary and The Martian. Cool, awesome. That was great. I could probably do more like that. Sure. Even the love hypothesis, a little bit that they had. Yeah. Rocks. My daughter would love it. Rocks, though. And repetitive things about rocks sometimes, because he would say, and we saw this and this and this in another section too. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. What did I say it was? 3.75, I think, overall at the end. The ending was weird though, because it was a good ending, right? They wrapped up their adventure, they came home. That's not a spoiler, I mean, right? That's not a spoiler. But it just, the last two lines, I'm like, and that's how you chose to end it? Okay, Vern. We will move on. Okay, I went to the library and I picked up Graceling because I decided to move that one forward because I want to try to tab One Dark Window when I read that one. And those supplies aren't coming in the mail for another day or so. And I got the tabby things, and I got highlighted Post-its. So they're like little strips in different colors, but they're see-through strips. So instead of highlighting the book, I could put these on things. Yeah, we're gonna try and do that. That's the plan, but I wanted to wait till that came in. So Graceling is being moved forward, and I'll start that tonight. I wrote my review, which is what I wanted to do before I started the next book. Now to go think of some B-roll. We are trying to be the very professional vlogger and actually hold a camera with our hands and hello from the middle of the night. And hopefully you will not hear children screaming. I hear them, but hopefully you don't, or the air conditioner. They're so loud, but they're having fun with each other, so I don't want to go like fuss at them and tell them to be quiet. Casta, right. In this world, some people have graces, and it makes their eyes two different colors, and like cool colors too. Like one of our main character, Poe, his eyes are silver and gold, so that's awesome. You're not born with eyes like this though. They change, and you develop a grace, which is like a power kind of. And Casta is graced with killing, so her uncle, the king, uses her as kind of like an assassin. But after a chance encounter trying to save an old man, leads her on a whole nother path. And wow, I hope the camera's not jiggling too much. Okay, so when I was first updating Goodreads for this though, I don't even know what my rating is going to be. I can't get past the thing I saw though on Goodreads. I shouldn't have scrolled down. I should not have scrolled down to the reviews, but I did. And it was somebody kind of updating their review from 2014 where they said this was just pushed out in like the fame thing after the Hunger Games. And I'm like, oh my god. They're like, even the name, Casta and Katniss, but it goes further. Because the other male character's name is Poe. And her best friend kind of person she works with name is Gideon. And after I saw that and put those together, I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. I could not get past it. I was just dying through the rest of the book thinking about that. Thinking every time I heard her name or thought her name, I was like, Katniss. No, not Katniss. And then the storyline, the way it played out, There was a little girl that was like her helper that she had to save. Poe ended up getting hurt. They became, lovers and whatnot, except this book actually did, well, not details, like very soft thing, But like, I just wonder what my final rating of this book would have been if I had never read that review, if I had not had that in my head the whole time. Would I have thought it? Maybe, but I don't know. But because of that, I probably will not be able to finish this series. I probably can't continue. I don't know if I will ever get past that. Okay, so that's all for my middle of the night. At least now, the first book in lore is done now. My first book for my lore class is done. Hopefully, this is not too shaky and this is usable footage. And yeah, looking makeup free on camera. Okay. Good night. Happy Monday. Let's give a more thought to this one. So I use actual Post-it, only the 4 colors, and that's definitely why I think it was a good idea to buy those tabs to start the next book, because I realized when I was writing them down that, 4 is not enough emotional coverage. So I'm happy to do that. This one though, if I did include that last one, it was really zoomed in on my face though when I watched the footage back. So I don't know if I'm going to include that one or not. But I was talking about my feelings right after finishing it. It is like a 3.75 though. It's not like it's a bad book, and I've heard that the rest of the series gets better and probably to like deviate from the Hunger Games feel more as it keeps going. But a lot of the books written at this time, did follow that kind of formula. So I get that. Everybody was copying the success. Okay. This book though, following Casta and her journey, and she's just kind of really naive. But the magic that's not quite magic, it's just people are gifted with these, abilities, and they're not even that out there of abilities because they're just better at certain things. Though Casta's is like super, super strong, I'll give it that. Okay, and Pose is almost more magic-y. But some people are gifted like with a swimming ability or something, or fighting. So it could be very normal. But it wasn't so bad. Where they left the book was different, and it leaves room for the expansion of it. And we'll see how Queen Bitterblue does. Maybe eventually I'll get to it. I think the next one is called The Winter Keep, so maybe that would be a winter read if I want to go back to this series. Right now though, I'm still trying to get over the laughing and what was happening there. And then I did this one. I had my note because, okay, I got the manga, right? And I got the manga. I finished the manga while my kids were at a trampoline park thing. And I'd already seen that my library had the audiobook for it. And the audiobook was like 6 hours. I was like, how? And when I started the audiobook, I was like, wait, thus needed to do research. So the audiobook is following along with the light novel. The light novel was where the web novel got picked up by a publisher. So really the web novel / light novel is what started it all, came into the anime manga. So the manga though is very condensed down, right? But some scenes do seem to take place out. There's like one scene in particular that was taking place out of order. And then also with the companion he gathers, one of them made it seem like she was much more hesitant to obey. I think it was this one. She tried to disobey several times when he asked her, to help fight monsters. And then in the light novel, I feel like she just went along with it much faster. I don't know. The main character though is Naofumi. He is from Japan and he is at the library. He finds a book that talks about the 4 heroes and they're saving the world. And then he wakes up in this world that he's like, wait, this really looks like that book I was reading. And the other 3 heroes are all like, this really looks like a game that I've played before. And he is the shield hero who is looked down upon kind of as the weakest of them because everybody, in a game is like, oh, shield's not useful late game. When do you ever not need a tank in a party? Like, come on. Okay, but I mean, sure, sometimes you could be like super strong and not need it, but most classes, okay, the glass cannon classes especially need a tank. They do. So he's kind of looked down upon though by everybody around him, and things kind of go from there. And this first one is very compacted. Like even the first episode of the anime, because I watched the first episode of the anime as well to compare all three of it. And this is over even more than one episode of the anime. And then the first novel takes place from when he, like right before when he gets there, all the way through this first big thing happening in the world. And then there's a bonus chapter from the staff hero's perspective, who he's just dumb. He's just so dumb. He's not a bad guy per se, but he's just really, really stupid. And now Fumi was very naive, and then he held this grudge after something happened. And his thought process after that was not really good. And I don't know, I'll continue with the light novels either, because people say like they're good up until a point, and then the author's just going for word count, but you know, that's people's opinions. But I guess if the story isn't progressing, he isn't getting any character development, he isn't getting better, might as well not. Go ahead and cut it off at the first one, I guess. But today, I'm going to be starting One Dark Window. I don't know how much I'm actually going to get read, since I'm going to try to tabby things and stuff too. Not writing in my book still. I have sticky notes. With the sprayed edges though, I don't know. But I'm going to start this one, and then we have the go meet the kids' teachers thing today and see their new classrooms and stuff. And yeah, nice busy day as we get ready for school to start in 2 days. Probably talk too much in this update as it is, and we will come back to you. I honestly can't remember if I updated the other day. I'm going to hope that I did, and talked about the Shield Hero thing. I think I did. I don't remember anymore. I'll have to watch the footage. Not done, but gonna make it to page 300 hopefully today, and then I'm gonna have like 70 pages. But I'm probably only gonna make it to 300. So annotating is going okay, but I feel like I'm going slower because I'm stopping to be like, okay, tap, tap. Maybe I was doing it too much. I don't know. I've tried to slow down and only do it when something like, well, the past few somethings have like been making me upset. Like, this is a spoiler. I'm so sorry. She went to the ruins, right? And the nightmare in her head is like, go in the ruins. And she's like, no. And he makes a comment about the spirit of the wood, and I'm sitting there, go in the ruins, go in the ruins. She does not. She actively fights against him to not go in the ruins. And then now she's so surprised to the big revelation the book just made. Chick, I saw that coming from a while back, like probably before page 100. We knew this was a thing. Come on. Come on. But she just figured something out that there would be another big spoiler, so I'm not going to say that. But I mean, come on, anybody who's, started the book or at least got to book page 100 would have figured that out probably. It's not that I'm disliking it, it's just not awesome, I guess. I don't know. The magic system is super intriguing, and in this one, magic has consequences. Magic has a price. It's one of those. So that's cool. I like that part. And I would like more if she was actually uncovering what really happened to the Shepherd King, instead of the bits and pieces, and then she's just like, it's a YA book though, I guess, and that's what I have to expect, is the romance thing. Which the thing where, it's not even enemies to dating, really, because they weren't really enemies. She just didn't trust him because of his position, but he was never her enemy. So I'm not going to say that's what it is. And it's not. I don't know. I think most people would probably say enemies to lovers, but it's not. They were... Hello, neighbors dog. Okay, that's going to be up for the update then. Before I give too much, I've got to wrap this blog up. I have to wrap this blog up soon, so it'll go up on Saturday. It's Thursday though, so I'm going to finish this book, and that way I can finish out the vlog and title it Beginning of the Readathon YA Adventure. Yeah. And good gracious, the giveaway stuff. I want to be able to tell you about the giveaway. We're so close. So close. Like that's going to be the Christmas box. It's, it just keeps growing. So that's got to be the Christmas giveaway box. It's probably too much for just now. I know 500 subscribers is really big. That's a big thing, right? So, I mean, I shouldn't say that's too big for just the 500 subscribers. But I feel like Christmas should be a toppy thing. It's definitely topping what I did for Christmas giveaway last year, I'll tell you that. But you have to be subscribed, right? You're gonna have to be subscribed. And like publicly let me see your name as a subscriber. And then I'm thinking too, the dark academia stuff I've gotten together. Because I'm like separating stuff into boxes and labeling them. So I think I'm going to do dark academia for Halloween time. You know, it fits the vibes. I think it's not Halloweeny like that vibe, but just like the going into winter vibes. So we'll do that giveaway in October, and really probably it'll ship somewhere in November though. Okay, he is going off, probably on a squirrel, possibly on one of the neighborhood cats. So I'm gonna go, so you guys don't have to listen to the grumpy barky dog. I did it, I finished this morning, and now I have to wait. Oh crap, what am I gonna read in the carpool line? I was gonna start a villain, but that's the one I have to start at night. Back to this one though. Okay, One Dark Window, I finished it, and I just kind of didn't tab at the end. It's not that I gave up, but I also realized that maybe I didn't label the tabs appropriately. Like, remember at the beginning when I said about the post-it notes only having 4 colors and not enough emotions? Well, I guess I did not think of these very well. I did quotes, amusing, odd thoughts, magic system, stupid thing, why do that? Which I guess that's kind of related to stupid thing. I don't know. Upsetting backstory, romance, really don't like this. I should have kept it simpler, maybe. W2F. Oh my goodness. You know, those sorts of those. And also, the colors. Some of them are a little maybe too close, and I'm not going to remember what they are when I try to go back through them. So, things to deal with for the next one. But this was a learning experience, right? The tabbing process was a learning experience. And I did use the little ones to like underline things and really big notes. What was that? I don't know what that was. Okay, so the end of the book though. The sequel is coming out in a few months, and like midway through it, you know, with the last update, I was thinking, okay, this is gonna be okay, but I don't think I'm gonna read the next one. Well, darn it, I think I'm gonna read the next one. Because I still am not okay with some of the things Elsbeth was doing. Like hiding things. The one person, you know, I don't want to tell him because then, you know, he might not look at me the same. He might not trust me. He is probably the only one that would. He is the only one that would. And I didn't even tab the last romance scene either, where things actually happened, and it didn't do like a fade to black almost, but I mean it wasn't details either, but it was like kind of a time skip fading thing. Yeah, okay, enough of that. And at the last 60 pages of the book, I was into it. I was wanting to keep going, so there's that. And there was a scene that kind of revealed from the past. There was more that could have happened, and one thing that we didn't find out, what was that? But one thing that we were told happened, but we didn't get to see it happen, and darn it, that would have been fun to see. Spoilers, so I can't say. I mean, it's nothing vulgar or anything, but spoilers. But I mean, it would have been fun to see either way, though. I enjoyed that part because he was an awful person. And I wonder what's going on with Elm and her cousin too. He just, it gives vibes that maybe he's paid attention to her more than, anybody's noticed. But things. So the book rating, I went ahead and ran it through the spreadsheet, and it says it's a 3.75. I guess I'll give it that. There's lots of things though that I didn't like. She did the dumb, and then the book cut away. I shouldn't hold it on the side, it probably puts my face in shadows. And then the book cut away from stuff, so I was like, But the end, so I want to know how it turns out, because is it a duology? I feel like it's going to be a duology. And we'll see how it's going to, what does it say? It just says book 1 of the Shepherd King. I feel like it's probably going to be able to wrap up though in a duology. Maybe she can make it a trilogy. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. It's a maybe. I don't know. But okay, so that will be it, I guess. I have no idea now. I have no idea. I could start that one, I would say, but I can't either because that one is also supposed to be started at night for the Impling. Oh, and weirdly, like 2, maybe even 3 of the audiobooks that I had saved on Scribd that were for this readathon to go along with the physical copies, thankfully, are now saying they're not available until the 16th again. I get that they sometimes take things down because, they'll lose the rights for them and to add in new things, but these are things that they've had and then they pull them out for like a week or 2 and then they're putting them back on the 16th. Like half of my saved list says it won't be available until after the 16th right now. And I'm like, that's just odd. But it won't tell me anything else coming on the 16th, most unfortunately, like that I don't already have saved. It used to sometimes show that, like what's coming within the next month. We're coming soon, but I can't find that button again. I think that's going to wrap it up for this vlog though. We have D&D to go play tonight. Yay! We started a new campaign, our last session, so this would just be our second time in this campaign. So, and it's, oh my goodness, I can't think of the name of it right now. But I'm excited. We're probably going to get to, go into a place tonight. Yay! So, in the next vlog for the readathon, we should get more books done. And, yeah, thanks. But for this one, I got 4 books done. Most of them were of a YA feel genre. YA to new adult, we'll say with that. What was this? I said 4. Wait. Gracelink. Shield Hero. What was the other one? Journey to the Center of the Earth. Right, okay. Still haven't figured out exactly what that one's classified as. Wow, brain fart. Okay. But, yay for that. I'm going to go figure out what the next part of the reading is going to be then. Since I can't start that. And I wanted to read that today. And I was going to start, like, at least read a chapter tonight after D&D or before D&D. But I need something for Carvel. Okay, that's my own problem though, not you guys' problem. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I think I gave more thoughts in this vlog than some of the other ones I've done. I don't know. In the next half though, we're going to try to reorganize the bookshelf probably. Maybe make it fall-y. Because it'll be, almost September. Yeah, plans. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. I hope you're finding something awesome to read, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Bye y'all.